Right. Right. There it is. Mm, do the thing. Do the thing. Oh, there it is. Hey, Zabuza. Hey, Lonman. How you guys doing? I'm doing good. I gotta connect these to my gotta connect these AirPods. Come on, please. We're up to the AirPods now. Very nice. I'm alright. We're doing good. I'm doing good. Just tired. Just sleepy. But I wanted to this work. Damn it. It's not connecting. Super annoying. Stupid AirPods. It's French time. Yo! Dan, hey, hey. Ugh. Okay, connect. Bluetooth device. Bluetooth AirPods. There they are. There we go. Okay, setting up device. Setting up AirPods. Please. Was Manthus 20 times the same as I remember? Blah blah. What are those? I've literally done everything to connect these. These should just be working. Incredibly frustrating. Incredibly frustrating. Wow. Wow. That's incredibly annoying. Wow. All right. I guess I use something else. Hmm, hmm, hmm. I have wired headphones. Damn it. I guess I'll. Damn it. Damn it. Seriously? Oh, let's try these. Actually, no, I don't want to use the AirPods Pro. It's going to screw up the AirPods Pro. I really don't want to have to restart my computer. I really don't want to have to restart my computer. This is ridiculous. This is absolutely insane. Okay. I've disconnected When I first did kind of stream, I had to change settings in there touch before to get it to work. In this case, I'm not even changing any stream settings. I'm just trying to get my AirPods to connect to my computer. It's very annoying. It says it's setting up the device. It says setting up a device. We're setting up the AirPods. Like, seriously? Come on. How long does this take? There, then it says it's set up and ready to go. So I take them out, right? And presumably I can just put them in, right? Put them in my ears, right? Wait for it to connect, supposedly. And nothing at all. Very stupid. Alright. Let me know if there's any echo that you guys hear. Alright. Let's do commissions for today. Anyway, Dan, how are you doing? How's everyone else doing as well? Alright, not using that team. Using this team. Doing alright, that's good. That's good. Sergeant Arxel Cone, hello. Just chilling, nice. Well, I'll be doing some more Birdwatch stuff and other things like that in the next probably 30 minutes. Wish I could play, but you know why I can't. I know. That sucks. How's the studying going, by the way? You have exactly 5 days left until that subscription expires. Come on, come on, come on. Refresh, refresh, refresh. Oh, she hung on. Oh, man. I didn't think she would make it. Can she make this one? Oh, yeah, she can make that. Can she make that one over there? Oh, yeah. Jean's got it. That was easy. 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 Look at that. How many there are. Let's go over here. Apparently there's enemies over here, too. Rustage! Holy crap, dude! Hey, hey! How have you been, dude? Long time no see. I have no idea what you've been up to, by the way, so I haven't been really keeping track of your latest songs for the last it's December, so probably since like May. Yeah, how you been? You try. Well, Dan, like I said, Dan, if you're having trouble with that, try doing the what's it called? The crash course, the cram course. Try doing the cram course, and you should be able to learn everything you can. 14 hours should be doable in 8 days, even if you add up the videos. Coming to the USA to stay at a friend's house. Oh, you coming to the US? Nice. 2 down, 2 to go. Goodbye, animal. Connection being slow right now, couldn't hear it all. Can message me later about it because I'm going to leave to eat and phone almost dead. Alrighty, Dan. Take it easy. That was way too. Just Noel makes everything way too easy. God, Noel. Best made. Alright, 3 down, 1 to go. I could put over here. Alright, wow, that was it. That was quick. Now I gotta use all my resin up. I don't have much time to play. I've got work. Oh, man. Add astronaut songs. Add extra asbestos. My day was pretty good. Pretty busy and stressful. Got a lot of things breaking. So I really got to get some good sleep tomorrow because, yeah, 7.5 hours was not enough. Not enough. Yeah, I need to farm stuff today. I need to farm. Yeah, other than work, just chilling now for a bit, unwinding. Just gotta do my dailies on Genshin, and then do some Birdwatch shenanigans, and go down another rabbit hole. Also, I'm thinking of going on Twitch. Um, I figure that'd be a better platform to do this stuff on regularly. A mixture of gaming and uh, analyses, current events analysis. So the problem is I've never really used Twitch before, so I'm not sure where to start. Well, I mean, I guess I know where to start, but I'm trying to figure out the best way to bridge between my YouTube streams and my Twitch streams. I don't know if I want to simulcast. I don't know if it's worth simulcasting. My Twitch is IBDL underscore I bring to no. It's IBDL underscore IBDL. It's not I bring to lols. You can go there and you can follow me. But I don't know if I should. I'm thinking I should simulcast, or I was thinking maybe I do my Genshin streams here, then I do my political stream. Well, not political, but I do my analysis stream here, and then in the middle of my analysis stream, I do the latter half of that on Twitch instead, so that way I don't have to simulcast. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'd like to get feedback from people who've already streamed. Uh, yeah, so we shall see. I'm really enjoying. I'm enjoying the. I'm enjoying the analysis streams a lot. I hope you guys are too, and I want to see if I can grow the audience a bit. So I'm sure the vast majority of people who follow my YouTube channel don't really care for analytical streams because they came from music and for rapping mainly. So I do want to expand a little bit. Uh, for me, I prefer. Zabuza, you said, for me, I prefer YouTube stream, but that's me. You do what you want. I want to be on whatever platform allows me to maybe link into your channel because you have me covered. I want to be I want to be on a platform that allows me to interact uh, with the audience and also allow me to be more searchable. Uh, what was I gonna do? What the hell is this? What is this? Huh. Okay, let's go to twitch.tv. There you go. That's my thing. Oh god. Oh, what the hell just happened? Shit! Got to be kidding me. I just lost input connection. That's incredibly annoying. You guys still there? Okay. Looks like I'm still here. Good. Lost my computer screens there for a sec. Okay. Good. Yep, there it is. Alright. But yeah. So I wanna be able to grow as well. I think Twitch seems to be the platform best to do that. Okay, now I gotta figure out what am I gonna farm? Oh, fuck. Great. I gotta wait for my keyboard to become responsive. Wonderful. Wonderful. There you go. That was stupid. Alright. Alright. Yeah, what am I farming? What do I need to upgrade? What do I need to upgrade? Ganyu, what do you need? What talent books do you need, Ganyu? Don't I have these? Alright, what do I want? What do I want? What do I want? To upgrade? What do I want to upgrade? Eula, I already have upgraded. Can't upgrade your talents. I guess we'll farm Pale Flame. Sora, hey! Hey. How are you doing? Oh, by the way, if you haven't, what do you call it? I linked my Twitch up above. I don't know if you can see the. Oh, you probably can't see it. Here's my Twitch. I'm gonna be streaming there maybe later tonight. So I'm trying to figure out how to expand. I think Twitch would be the better platform. So I might stream there, the latter half of my stream tonight there. That depends. I know people who do live streams on YouTube because not many people come on to their Twitch, and sometimes the other way. Well, I'll have to. I'll give Twitch a shot. See how it works. Because one of the things I like with Twitch is that. Well, I know. I mean, you could. I wonder if it's. You know, we'll find out. We'll see. I'll have to try it out. Oh. Yeah, Sora, how are you doing? I'm glad to see you again. You binged anime, just finished, and alright, I don't wish to Twitch them. Alrighty. There might be some benefit to simulcasting. But then the question becomes, do I just take a look at both chats, Twitch and YouTube? How does that work? YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, excuse me? As such, viewers will experience buffering. Are you guys able to? Are you guys getting a good connection? That doesn't seem right. Doesn't seem right. Experience buffering. Are you guys able to? Yeah. Yeah, it looks fine to me. You put both chats on dual monitors. I suppose I can do that. I've definitely got dual monitors. Ooh, you got a good team here. Got Kokomi. You got Child. Oh, we got all 5 stars going on. Okay, 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 okay. That's perfect. Okay, I'm glad you guys can see. It's good. All right. God, I freaking love Eula. I love Eula, man. She's so good. Are you gonna primarily stream now? I've definitely seen YouTubers go to Twitch and have more success. If they weren't already finding success in YouTube, of course, even a mix of both is a good idea. I'm gonna stream more. I don't know how often, but I'm definitely gonna stream more. Oh yeah, look at that fucking damage. It's crazy. He does not fuck around. Eula, please. Eula, please. What was that? Eula, please. Wow. How you how you though? How's your day? I'm doing good. Work was busy as hell. Stressful, but oh, crit damage. Very nice, very nice. All right, that's good. That's good. But yeah, my day was good. Work was busy. Tired, but wanted to stream a bit, get my mind off of work, mix things up. Still needed to do Genshin, so figured I'd stream that. Maybe a little bit of Twitter Birdwatch, and then go to sleep. That all? That didn't crit very much. Ow. I probably gone used it. Nah, yeah. Um, It was definitely much needed relaxation. Got a potentially annoying day tomorrow with problems to fix. So I want to make sure I'm prepped for that. What anime were you binging, by the way? Sometimes Genshin short plays when a blessing or curse. Yeah, not playing against top of. Yep. See, that's exactly why I. That's exactly why I play Genshin. What the hell? I missed. That's exactly why I love Genshin. Because of that fact. I can dip. Oh, look at that. Oh, wow, I didn't hurt them. Damn it. Get over here. Ah, shit. For bird watching in a domain. Jix! Hey, Jix. Um, I'll be bird watching on. I'll actually be bird watching soon. Just, uh, just what do you call it? Getting my resin used up here because I already maxed out my condensed. All right. How you doing, by the way, Jix? Also, guess who got C1 Eula and Song of Broken Pines? It's amazing. The damage output's insane now. She's like my strongest character, and I've got Gon. I'm well. I haven't really properly built Gon, as well as you should. But ow! Come on, come on, come on! Beat, beat, beat. Oh, look at that damage! Wow, insane! I love it. It's just absolutely crazy. The damage is nuts. 47-second clear. What the fuck? Eula doesn't fuck around. Thanks, Sora. Platinum End. Collected one. I have not seen or read Platinum. I haven't really seen or read many at all, so that doesn't say much. Watching One Piece. They passed. Yeah, I do know. I do know they passed 1,000 episodes and 1,000 chapters too. You recently got C1 Hutao with Homa last banner. Nice. Been waiting for us in search first banner after I got two Wolves Gravestones. Oh, you got two Wolves Gravestones? Holy. Uh, oh, you didn't want Wolves Gravestone. You don't wanna run a D-Luke? Alright. Demon Slayer. Definitely heard of Demon Slayer. Looks hella slick. Alright, we got four more domain runs here. Four more domain runs. Actually, here, let me run. Let me show you what a team of my good people is like. We got C2 Raiden. We got C1 Eula. We got C6 Zhongli and C5 Electro Traveler. Nothing to write home about in that second one, but you don't have D-Luke. I actually don't really like D-Luke. I just brought him up because he's the first person that came to mind. Oh, 308,000. Wow. Wow. Wow, that's got to be my highest crit. I think that was my highest crit ever. It's insane. It's insane. I'm not a mega whale. Trust me. Trust me. Jean Lee is the only C6. Actually, I take that back. Zhongli is my main is the first person I C6, and I swear I didn't try to do this. My other C6 is a character I don't use. Here, let me show you. Let me show you. Let me show you who's C6'd. Healing bonus. That's useful. That's so useful. Jonathan, hey. So I don't know about. I'm shocked that got popular so much now. But the animation does it serve. Every time I see the animation on Demon Slayer, I'm just like super impressed. Waiting for the season to end the movie. They have a movie now. Cool, 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 cool. Um, you heard that the Bleach anime is coming back and will release a teaser trailer later this month. I heard it was coming. I heard it's been coming back. I've been waiting for the teaser trailer ever since last year. I've been waiting for the entire anime ever since last year when it was announced. But I guess COVID kicked everything back. Which sucks. Let's see if I can check my achievements and let's see what my biggest crit was. Where would I find that? Where would I find that? Oh god. Where would I find such a thing? Would it be like Challenger Series 1 or something? Challenger Series 2? Challenger Series 3? Challenger Series 2? Challenger Series 2? No. Challengers. It's gotta be one of these things. I don't know. Oh well. I think it's gotta be. It's gotta be. It's gotta be. It's gotta be this one. It's gotta be Wonders of the World. What's Bleach's new plot? The Millennium Blood War, 1,000 Year Blood War arc. Um, I won't spoil it. Oh God, probably. I don't know. Uh, whatever. Whatever. All right. Which artifacts do we have now? 1,000. You didn't know Demon Slayer had a movie? It made the top animation in the. I did not know. I haven't been keeping track of my anime or movies in general. Oh yeah, I forgot to show you my C6 character who I never use. Allow me to show you. Hey, we're all Eulas. We're all Eulas. That person's got Wolf's Gravestone. That person's got. What is that? Eulas, please. Level 55. I'm gonna use. I'm gonna take. Who do I want to take? Who do I want to take? Yeah. Yoimiya, please. I'm proud. My C6 was D-Luke. C6 D-Luke. And he's level 40. Using a Waster Greatsword. With no artifacts. I don't like him. He's budget Bennett. He's no, I'm sorry. He's luxury. He's overpriced Bennett. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to give Demon Slayer a shot then. So many times. I know, it was hilarious. Here we go. Alright. I'm really proud of my Yoimiya. Look at this damage. And she's using Refinement 4 weapon. And she's only C2. Like that's what I love about her. She's so damn strong. Oh fuck. Get away from me. Hello, Chi Chi. Ow. Waste. Like look at that. Look at that. Look at that. I freaking beat a Zhao and a Eula. That's how powerful my Yoimi is. So strong. So strong with the help of that little cheat sheet. But yeah, this account kind of well. This account. Okay, okay. To be fair, my Yoimiya does have some pretty god rolled artifacts. Same with kind of with Eula, not exactly. Um, and I have spent quite a bit of money, and I haven't spent like thousands upon thousands of dollars, but I'm definitely, I would say, a dolphin. Like check out the stats on this Eula. 69.9%, nice. Crit rate, 142% crit damage. Um, what else we got here? Her energy recharge is kind of abysmal though. I want to get that crit rate up to like 80%. I'm gonna get it to 80. Ah, fine. I'll let her use it. Use it. Fine. Use somebody right there. You said it slows and you mean I was wondering where you went, Rustage. I thought you either got busy or like, this is boring. Welcome back. Do I play Dragon Raja? I don't know how to pronounce that. I don't. I'm a one game kind of person. If there's a game that I like, I just play the hell out of that game. You're busy. I figured as much. I don't know if you heard me say it, but I was just saying, how have you been and how has music things been going for you? I haven't uh, I haven't kept track of your newest songs, unfortunately, but probably since not the last 6 to 7 months. So, how have things been on your end? Ichigo did get his powers at the very end of the Oh, you spoiled it! You spoiled it! I didn't know if there was someone in the chat who didn't want it spoiled. Yes, I can confirm that's true. Yeah, been good, just busy. That's good to know. Glad you're keeping busy. Ah, crap! I ran out of stamina. All right. Ooh, you're going to Pittsburgh. Ah, you're going to the East Coast. I was hoping maybe somewhere on the West Coast. Maybe I would be able to meet up with you sometime. If you were interested in hanging out for a half a day or something. Pittsburgh. Was playing it religiously for a while. Oh, playing the dragon thing. Oh, you'll be in Portland. Sweet. Come up to Seattle. Oh, wait. Portland. Who's in Port? Like, wait, are you like going on tour or are you just going on vacation? Also, is this your first time in the US? I think. I don't think you've ever been outside the US before. Actually, no, I can't remember. Honestly, I can't remember. Just for private reasons. Cool, cool. Well, I hope you have a good trip. Many times. I see. Okay. And hopefully our paths cross one of these times. I had plans of going to Europe, but then COVID hit, and now I'm probably not going to be doing any international travel in the next couple of years, personal reasons. So yeah, I was planning on hitting up Spain, Germany, and the UK. Spain, Germany, UK. Yeah, those three places. Portland and not too far from DC. If you want to pop down, if I have time, it's kind of a drive. Um, but we'll see. When are you planning on coming? When you got to level 117, but my iPad kept crashing. Damn, that sucks. If you got a good computer, if it's like a mobile game, you can use like blue something, whatever that Android not emulator, but it like lets you run Android Blue. I forgot what it's called. Blue something. Portland from 14th to 20. Ah, damn! I'm super busy that week. Like, wait, 14th to 20. Yeah, I am. Well, if you're coming to the U.S. Every year or so, I'm sure I can plan in advance next time. Yeah, our company is one of those companies where we do everything on like the last month, so everyone's in high stress mode before Christmas. They want to get shit done before Christmas. I will definitely. I miss playing with my guild. February. Oh, oh no! Damn it! February's the time I'm traveling to Florida. Probably, maybe like a 50-50 chance I'll be traveling to Florida for business. If you're going to Florida, you can meet up there. Let's see. What are my travel dates? Probably February, maybe May, June, and then maybe September, and then December. Those are the months where there's different things. I don't want to reveal my workplace, but that's kind of when stuff happens out of state. So we head over there. Dude, visit Philadelphia. There's nothing that we do in Philadelphia though. So I don't have any family in Philadelphia either. I guess I'll stop by if I ever go to New York for business, because that was one of the plans, was to go to New York before COVID hit. If I go to New York, I will take a I'll either drive or take a flight down to Philly, and I'll uh I'll spend a day or I'll spend a night or two there. I could totally do that. It's totally doable. Because the nice thing is that the company will expense my travel, right? They'll expense everything, so everything's paid for. Um, and even the return flight. So if I take a detour, I'm sure I can get away with having them pay for a little detour. It should only be like $100 or so. Dangles, I really hope you get the chance. I would love to meet Rustage IRL. Long overdue. I've we we've known each other for like 10 years at this point almost. Though we haven't talked much over those 10 years. I still overdue. Still overdue to meeting you in person. Okay, do I have resin left? Nope, I'm out of resin. All right. So that ends Genshin. It's time to do some Birdwatch. We have 4 people in the stream. Okay. All right. How many artifacts do we get? 1,240. Let's see if I got anything good. I really need to get Eula some better crit rate, but what does she need? Where can she get crit rate? She's got, oh yeah, the mask. Pale Flame, crit rate. Maybe she got some crit rate in here. Crit rate? Oh, just crit damage. Let's see if we can get some crit rate on this crit damage, shall we? Let's check. Funny I mentioned Philly earlier. I was listening to the Rocky soundtracks. Yes. Ah. Holy moly, that was a lot. And that was useless. God damn it. No crit rate. That's sad. That's very sad. Look at this physical damage goblet though. 19.8% crit rate. That's absurd. So if you go 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. So if you had 4 artifacts, so 3, 6, 9, 12, 70. Like literally everything went into crit rate. That is absurd. I swear everyone mentions Rocky. I mean, come on. But yeah, dude, that crit rate is right there. That's absurd. That's absurd. That's an absurd amount of crit rate. But it could be better. Could be better. Hmm. I wonder if we could get this better too. Crit rate, crit rate, crit rate, crit rate. This one might be promising. Let's see if we can get this one. They moved the statue though. I still hate that. Ah, damn. That's why would they move the statue? Why would they move the statue? That makes no sense. Oops. Hmm. Come on, crit damage. Give me some crit damage. Give me some crit damage. All right, come on. Give me some crit damage, please. Crit damage. There it is. There we go. There we go. All right. Get some crit damage now. Get some pale flame. Yeah, it's decent. It went into crit rate 3 times. So maybe now if we can, get some crit damage going on here. Let's try this out. So we'll do crit damage right there, right there. There it is. Let's see what we can get. See what we can get here. Oh wow, that's pretty good. Oh look at that! Look at that! Look at that! Went into crit damage. Two 5 times multipliers in a row. That's some good luck. Hopefully that luck carries. Oh! The luck's carry. Let's hope that goes into crit damage. Go into crit damage. Go to yes! That's good. It's very good. It's very good so far. All right, let's keep on going. We're not going to stop this train. Not going to stop this train. Let's keep on going. Oh, that's another one. Oh, right. Right, come on, come on, come on. Come on, please, come on. Come on, come on. Oh, wow, that's very good. Come on, come on. Oh, elemental mastery. All right, let's try to go this. Let's take it all the way to the end. Let's take it all the way to the end. Let's take this all the way to the end. It's pretty good. We're getting a lot of multipliers tonight. Come on, let's take it all the way to the end. Let's go. Let's do this. Come on, let's do this. Come on. Come on, come on. Come on. Crit damage. Yes! That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good crit damage. That's pretty good crit damage right there. Look at that. Look at that. All right. It's pretty good. Attack. Hmm. I gotta crunch the numbers though. I don't know how good that is. I should have probably crunched the numbers though. I should have crunched the numbers. Should have crunched. I should have crunched these numbers first. Why didn't I crunch the numbers first? Multipliers. Four. What did the crit? Yeah, that's all right. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Pretty crit rate. All of both, a little of both on par with eating it passing. I think something happened. They moved the statue off to the side. I don't know why they would do that. That's dumb. Are people still reference to do the Rocky pose? That must get living in Philly and then seeing that all the time must get pretty old. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. All right. So now we just got to get a crit rate circlet. Who has a crit rate circlet? Pale Flame crit rate circlet, please. Hmm. Crit rate. Who can give me crit rate? Huh. 61.8%. If I really wanted to max things out and make things effective, I should probably pair her up with like another ice, another cryo character like do this. I'll do boom, 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 and boom. Everyone liked to take photos next door when they got up there. They still run up there every single day. Of course, of course. No, let's use some resin. Let's use some resin. I think this would be a good time to use some resin. Let's use some resin. I do got to use that. Let's use some resin. Let's use some resin. Have to walk to the bus. It becomes part of the background scenery. You'll be in. Oh, I just missed the part where Rustic said you'll be in New York next year. Very cool. Hopefully we cross paths. How fucking hard she hits. That's crazy. That's absurd. All right, you got a Jean, you got a razor, respectable. Mostly seen the motorcycle people meet at 1 a.m. and decked out bikes. It's great. Motorcycle people? What's that? Who are they? I just realized I forgot to fix my bed. Sorry for the messy bed in the background. I cannot wait till Crisp releases their software for hiding dirty ass rooms. Oh hell yeah! I feel very tempted, kind of, to pop, 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 pop. Damn it! I feel tempted to pull for C2 Eula. I feel very tempted to pull for C2 Eula. Should we pull for C? Is it worth pulling for C2 Eula? Is it worth it? I don't feel like it is. Too bad no one mimicked the running up the mountain. Wasn't they? First, travel to Russia. Or wherever he was. I don't know if it was actually in Russia at the point. I can't remember. Did you watch the director's cut for Rocky 4? I think it was called Rocky 4, Rocky versus Drago or something.
Vengeance will be mine. For an eye.
Damn it, that was pathetic. Wait, you can't run the scene in Russia? What do you mean? Sadly, have not. It just came out this month or something, or last month. Very recent. Very recently. Also, I will say this character's legs are distracting. I was looking at her thigh highs, making the topper. I mean, you. Wait, what? Making the topper loop? Making the topper loop? I'm not sure I understand. I don't. I know you didn't say it was a bad. I was saying Mario is a very iconic movie. That means the movie always meant to bring this. Oh, yeah. 1 second. I'm gonna see if we can log the Genshin impact damage calculator. So I never crunch the numbers for Eula. I don't feel like crunching the numbers right now. Too lazy. Too lazy. No, no, I got that. It's true. The movie is ageless. It really is. I was saying the part where you can tell her thigh highs and shorts cut into her leg fat. What? You mean like right there? Oh, yeah, okay. All right. Oh, this will be fun. And thus the grind continues for a crit rate Pale Flame with crit damage and energy recharge. Please. Hey, Matt. Don't worry. Ew, why is Two Tao helping me? Oh, it popped before. Oh, didn't get to see the big damage. Boo. I shouldn't have helped the Hu Tao. Why did I do that? Ooh, I didn't get to see my big damage. Details are important. Ah, shit. Hmm. It's a kind of work email. Him again? Wow. Hopefully, whatever they need me to do next week is early in the morning so I can milk me some overtime so I can fund some more Genshin endeavors. Alright, come on. Oh, for fuck's sake, get over here. Oh, that was pathetic. 32,000 damage? Really? That was the. The energy recharge here is pathetic. This energy recharge is so lame. Eula needs more ER. Is it wrong to say that Genshin reminds me a little bit of Sword Art Online? Does it now? I'm not too familiar with Sword Art, but are you saying because of the art style or because of the?
Will be mine.
There you go. Okay. Nice. There we go. There's some good damage. There's some good damage. That was good. That was impressive. See, that's what we're talking about. Oh my god. It keeps on going far. Can't touch it. Alright, we're gonna use more fragile resin there. Some of the art style, but mainly the swords and colorful colors of both the characters. I see. Oh, it's pretty good. All kinds of pretty good crit damage. Actually, it's not that good. It's not that good. Yeah. Still could be better. Still could be better. Ice Specs. Hey, hey. Glad you could come and join. All right. Come on. Oh, for fuck's sake, get over here! I totally messed that up. Take that. I gotta stop doing that. I only do it when they are done jumping. God damn. Still kind of sitting here thinking, do I want to get C2 Eula? Is it worth it? Is C2 Eula worth it? Is it worth the risk? She do against C2? Decreases the cooldown of okay. It just reduces the cooldown by 4 seconds. I kind of want to test out this setup. I want to test out this setup in Spiral Defense really quick. See if I do better or worse with this decreased crit rate. Just got 60-something% crit rate going on. 61% is not that much. We'll give her Brian. What's it gonna do? It's gonna be boom, 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 and boom. Yes, and the second half will be give me beta. Yeah, him and him. There you go. The good thing, go for it. It's an expensive thing, though, Zabuza. I would probably have to spend like, ah, shit. I have 8,000 primo gems, I think. How many do I have? How many do I have? Got I got 8,436 primo gems. I need 14,440 to guarantee one 5-star character. 28,800 to guarantee the one I want. This becomes a very expensive endeavor. Becomes a very expensive endeavor, unfortunately. I wonder why you don't have that donation option. It's because I lost my YouTube partner status. Because I was not getting. Wow, that was high. I wasn't getting the 4,000 hours a year of watch time needed. I have a yeah. I'm not sure how to work around that donation. Oh shit, I forgot. Let's restart that. Um, donations. Uh, I think like. Yeah, I'm not sure how to get those working on YouTube at this point. I think I would need to like. I would need to get those 4,000 hours a year again. Just pretty difficult to do on streaming alone. Oh, come on. There you go. That's nice. Come on.
Vengeance will be mine. I condemn this. The order against this. Must be crushed.
Damn it.
Beg for mercy. There is no escape.
Oh shit, he's gonna die. Damn it. Did you have a bigger audience back in the day with a live stream site before? I did. I did, but then I went on my hiatus and it's never been the same since.
Blood of frost. I pour it out. More speed.
Oh, that hits so fucking hard. It's crazy.
Beg for mercy. Torn to oblivion. Vengeance will be mine. Rack and ruin.
Yeah.
Beg for mercy. Shut up. Now you shall perish. Shine down.
Skype even died. Yeah, Skype died. Skype hella dead. The hell?
I condemn you.
There you go. To be honest, I thought your chat is still chill. Well, I mean, my chat is also chill because there's only 4 people, but at the same time, I do try to foster that environment. Come on, come on, come on, come on. There you go.
Your work.
This is order. Crush one.
No, my soul.
Witness my great undertaking.
be honest, I wish I could help you out, but possibly the future because I got some big plans for 2022 for my channel. Also, good luck. Well, and thank you. I appreciate the sentiment at least. Also, once after I study on more animations and music, but I'll be here all the way. I appreciate that, iSpecs. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I know Mike has been doing good. I'm glad to have maintained the chill streams.
Blood of frost.
And I love that damage. It's so good.
More speed. The odds are against us.
Oh my god, she died. Wow. Wow, she died. Alrighty. Good night, iSpecs. Thanks for stopping by. As always.
Will be mine. Get moving.
Oh, that was some weak. See, this is where crit rate's really important. Shit, wow, he has burned through my. Just burned through my.
Bring it to the core. I condemn you.
See, I don't like that too much. Then I lose all my energy recharge for the next. So it seems to be the same performance-wise.
Thanks for mercy. Blood of frost. Get moving.
V2ing. Don't you have to be a girl to do those? Yeah, I'm just joking. But like, don't you have to be like cute and attractive?
Bring it to the core. For an eye.
Oh shit. Well, guess who got overtime? Oh boy. It was an all-day meeting. I was in an all-day meeting. When I got back to the office, my internet wasn't working. I can't connect this evening either. Can't get hotspot to work either. Can someone meet me at 7 a.m.? Oh, fuck. Oh.
How about a quick break so I can sketch this beautiful scene?
Okay, I'll do it. Looks like I gotta wake up early tomorrow. Fun. Ugh. Damn it. No, not evil. The people I support are the C-level executives of a very large company, like a global company. Um, so it comes with a job. I think I'm paid pretty decently. I feel so, and I get paid overtime. So I'm not like exempt from overtime. I'm just trying to think here. So we got one of our executives who let me get out of here. So here's the situation: got one of our executives who's got a laptop, and now it's no longer working network wise at all. It's just like just won't connect to cellular, won't connect to Wi-Fi. Said it even wouldn't connect at his desk in the office, which should be hardwired via our docks, but maybe he doesn't have a docking station wired Ethernet connection. Either way, he is now kind of dead in the water. Tomorrow at 8 a.m. is the weekly executive committee meeting. He's got to be up and running before that. And so the question now is how fix how fix between 7 and 7:45 in the morning when there's no time really realistically to prepare. Hmm. Disable DB fan. Hello. Money used though, use money as your energy. Yeah, it's my energy, but we're talking about my job. I got an executive that just texted me because I work in IT. My specialty is um, helping our top executives at our company. Okay. Um, this is the problem. It takes too long to set up an account. Set up a new computer for me, even if that was necessary. Damn it! Fuck. This would be a great. This would be one of the nice times when we could like have the ability to swap out WLAN NICs instead of having to deploy a whole new computer. God, it'd be so easy. Oh, the WLAN module's not working. Just pop open the computer and swap it out with a new one. That I pitched. I don't know if you guys have heard of Framework, a laptop company that makes DIY laptop kits and can actually you can just buy a laptop that the actual I/O ports are just look at this. 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 Framework dot laptop or dot frame dot work. Look at this. Right? Looks just like a laptop, right? Looks looks cool, right? Looks right, right, all right. Check this out. Check this out. Okay, configure now, right? Starts at $999. You know, it's pretty nice. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. Let's get the professional. You know, is this what we get? This is what we get. Okay. All right. Okay. You go to next, right? Okay. Right. U.S. keyboard English, right? Okay, you can go next, right? Right. Right. Check this out. This is where it gets real. Look at that. Look at those. Do you see those USB-C expansion cards? That's your I/O. That's your that's your HDMI. That's your display port. That's your USB-C, USB-A. Uh, look at that. Look at that though. And then you can just it's a thing of beauty. Look at this. Just 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 look meeting about. Look at this shit. Look how easy it would be to replace or replacement main board. But all right, let's see. If you wanted to replace the main board, how many times? 10 to 15 minutes. That's so easy. Remove the expansion cards, unscrew the 5 fasteners, lift the input cover off, disconnect the touchpad cable, unplug the battery. It's simple stuff, right? Just disconnect. Like pretty basic. Pretty basic. Nothing is inaccessible. Look at that. So straightforward. Remove the Wi-Fi module. There's only 11 steps to removing the Wi-Fi module. Look at that. It's crazy. That's so simple. It's so. If you think this is hard, look at an HP service manual for one of the new Elite books. that shit. Shit's difficult. No, 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 no. Look at that. Look, it's so easy. It's so easy. It's so easy. It's so easy. Uh, it just plugs into what is it? M dot two. M dot two. That's an M dot two. Look how easy that is. Just plug the antenna. Look at that. Look at that. Just it'd be so nice. I don't trust my clumsy. It if you just watch some videos on how to do it, you can get the hang of it real quick. The most important thing is just static. You know, you don't want to get static on the you don't want to fry your components. But look at that, it's so easy. It's so easy. I could but no, I have to be no, we have to swap out the entire freaking computer if I can't fix the thing tomorrow. Anyway, let's message our executive back. Let's message hello executive. Yep, I can be on site tomorrow at 7 a.m. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna. Um, do I have my computer with me? Do I have my computer with me? Do I have? I'm not going to here. All right. Let's see. I have multiple computers. I have a lot of work computers. I got a Surface Book too. Check this baby out. Yang Gang. Oh, God. Oh, looks like it's out of battery. Charge this thing. Oh, okay. I've watched before. My brain shuts off. I guess it's not. It's not. This sort of stuff is not for everybody. But if you ever need to, there's enough resources on the internet where you can where one can feel comfortable. One should feel comfortable enough to do it. It just takes some practice and getting comfortable with the equipment that you're working on. Is this person not good with technology? That is an understatement. This man is literally a grandpa. Imagine your grandpa who knows nothing about technology. And then realize that they are the head of one of the departments at your company and make multiple millions of dollars, and that's what you got. Really nice guy though, very understanding, very nice. Love working with him. Um, he's usually got the weird problems, unfortunately, and they're always about connectivity. It's just, yeah. All right. Okay. Okay. Wow, I haven't turned on this laptop in since October 14, 2021. It's been 2 months. This thing's out of date, to say the least. Let's turn on my Surface Pro. I got a Surface Pro as well. Let's turn that sucker. Oh, and I forgot I put it in my car, so that's not gonna work. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Huh. And the time and date's not updating, so that's not good. It's not very good at all. That's not gonna be. Oh, wow. Wow, that's gonna take some time to update. Okay, just let it sit there. Once they start naming parts, I'm like, why does my computer keep disconnecting, reconnecting? There's literally nothing plugged into the USB ports. It's very concerning. Very concerning. Very concerning. Why are you doing this, Microsoft? Let's run some updates on my computer. Let's get the computer up and running here. Updates and security. Why? Why do you keep disconnecting? What are you doing? The hell? You tried turning off your laptop, then taking a paper clip and taking a paper clip Oh, I forgot I have another laptop here. Shit. I have two laptops here. Why do I have two laptops? Why do I have two laptops? Oh, because this other one is my. Is this? Oh, this is the broken. Is this the broken laptop? Is this the broken laptop? This is a broken laptop. I didn't expect this to be a watch Lowell's Help Executives night, but the first for everything. Yeah, I'm about to be off to bed. Medicine kick my old ass. It's 12:30. Alrighty. Take it easy, Sora. Thanks for stopping by again. Hope you sleep well. Alright. Alright. Wow, it keeps on doing that. It's not very promising. It's not very promising. Let's find out though. This is an old laptop. I know what this is. Wow, that is an old ass laptop. Alright. Let's see. Alrighty. Let's take a picture of this. Oh my god, it keeps on beeping. It's not good. Pressing the small and inserting it into the tiny paper clip sized hole underneath, unplugging it from any power source, taking underneath from the bottom. Why? Okay. I really hope something's not defective with this laptop. That would be a bummer. I'll stop in the next one's sweet. Alright. So yeah, that's framework. That's framework. And also, this is the nice thing about Washington State law? The moment I get a message from the moment I get a single work message, that counts as 1 hour of work on the clock. So I got this message at 9:15. That means starting at 9:15, when I saw the message and started working on this, that's 9:15 to 10:15. I'm already paid for that. If this extends to 10:16, I get paid another hour. Very nice. If the thing only takes 5 minutes to complete, so if I had completed this at 9:20, and then 2 hours later, or even an hour and a minute, an hour and a minute later, 10:16, I get another call, then I get another hour of overtime. That's very nice. It's very nice. What the hell? Swear. So yeah, it's very cool. Well, while I'm waiting for my laptop to update and for the executive to message me, I am going to let's do some birdwatch. Let's do some bird watching. All right. Meet birdwatch. Home. Refresh. All right. Okay. Hey. So, I be flexing. Yo, hey, you got a song I want you to hear? Wait a minute. Didn't you make me hear a song? Did I ever reply to you? Yes, no, I didn't reply to you, but I did listen to it. The feedback I have for you is you're good, but for the love of God, dude, please get a better microphone. It's a cipher that took a while to make. Um, Go ahead and send it to me. I didn't play it on the stream, but I played it in my car. Like the next day, I played it in my car. Um, I'll have to play it again. It was like the other week. When did you send this to me? Yeah, it was the other week. Which song is it? It was both. The one on Rap Fame and then the one on YouTube. One second. We got any notifications. $5 Pikachu wireless headphones. Ah, yeah, that would explain that. Okay. Let's see here. What do we got to fact check today? What do we got to fact check? All right. Looks like Tyler's in the chat. All right. From Liz Harrington, if our side doesn't have a voice, eventually you're going to end up with pure communism. It's a disgrace what's going on. And then this goes on to.
Anything you do, they want to look at. They look at it. They don't look at themselves. They don't look at
What is this?
Hunter. They don't look at anybody. All they do is look at Republicans. Devin is a fantastic guy. I think that he will do an incredible job. If our side doesn't have a voice, eventually you're not going to have. You're going to end up with pupation of witch hunts. Anything you do, they want to look at it. They look at it. They don't look at themselves. They don't look at Hunter. They don't look at anybody. All they do is look at Republicans. Devin is a fantastic guy. I think
Wait, did it just repeat?
an incredible job.
Okay, it's just the same thing over. Okay. What is this? If our side, Trump and Harrington are unable to back up this claim with any data, it is said to make his base angry and afraid, so they will continue to give him money. It's the big grift.
Job. If our side doesn't continuation of witch hunts, anything you do, they want to look at it. They look at it. They don't look.
Balls, you should pop up the album I shared. It depicts me and an actual photographer. Okay, I will check that out. I was wondering what that is. It was shady, so I didn't want to click it. Oh, what the hell? Oh, wow, that's some high quality photos. Wow. I'm not cute. Dude, that's a really good Rainbow Dash. Although, I'm not gonna lie, that Rainbow Dash mask looks kind of. That looks kind of dirty. I'm not gonna lie. It's really good, but it looks kind of dirty. Those are tiny hits. It's on my phone. Is that guy really wearing a shirt that says "Come" instead of "Doom"? Oh my god. It's cool. I'm not into furry stuff, but I can appreciate the fursuits. These fursuits are like super incredible. Holy crap! Ah, crap. Yeah, sure. Alexa, end call. 7 years old, but can't you like clean that? Can't you spot clean that? I got some other new. I got another song if you want to hear. Once again, it's a quality issue. Go ahead and send it me on Discord. I'll check it out probably tomorrow. Sent you two things. YouTube link is a solo track I made. Rap Fame link is a cipher, a different cipher from the first one. Okay, you furry bruh. No, I'm not a furry. I don't know furry hugs. Oh, you're talking about Arcane. Is that really a t-shirt? Huh. Horny police? Oh my god, that's kind of cringe. Funny, but kind of cringe. Okay, the anime girls are kind of creepy. It's Uncanny Valley. It's Uncanny Valley, honestly. Alright, I'll check out the rest later. Holy balls, that's a lot of photos. I'll check the rest out later. The cipher struck properly makes shit, not some random throw together track. Very nice. Right. Before this chat gets spicy, I just want to say, um, no fighting in the chat. If you guys got a problem, please take it to Discord. Anime face masks creep me out. They do, dude. Anime face masks are just they are the definition of uncanny valley. Also, I just realized my phone was on Do Not Disturb. Did I miss anything? Hey Siri, remind me in 1 hour to check my bank account and do the transaction. Oh god, I got another work email. I just realized. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. What is this? All right. Mhm. IT is asking if they can take down the equipment for now. Boy, I wasn't asking. You were asking. That would be fine, unless he prefers otherwise. Let's get me to Tuesday at 11:30 a.m. Pacific. All right. So he's gonna take it at building 11 from a building 11 office. One moment, I just gotta think this over. Yes, comma, that should be possible, period. Do you know exactly where he wants to be? Question mark. We can also do a conference room, comma. We can either reserve a hotel office or set up one of the conference rooms there like we did for the executive conference room, period. Yes, that should be possible. Do you know exactly where he wants to be in B11? If we go with a hotel office, comma, they already come with docking stations and dual monitors, period. I believe the only things we would have to set up are a speakerphone, comma, speakerphone, um, Ethernet cord, comma. What the fuck is going on in the chat? Cypher is like properly maximized. It's funny because when you said that, that's when I got busy. So take the L. Okay, you're good. This is so stupid. Okay, alrighty. Go ahead and relax. Can you guys relax? Relax with the disses now, please. All right. I believe the only thing we'd have to set up is speakerphone, Ethernet cord, mouse, mouse. Uh, mouse. I'm gonna just clear both of these messages. So I'm gonna clear both from you guys just so we get a clean slate going on. Uh, my Patreon is there you go. All right. Oh, come on. I can't remove messages on mass without putting timeouts. Ugh, never mind. I'm just gonna leave the chat up. It's here forever. Jeez. If we go without teleporting. You can time out me. Nah, I'm not gonna do that. And it's not about making me feel better. Don't you have a mod to do that? Well, all the mods are currently. You know what, Zabuza? You've been. You know what? You've been around long enough. You've been chill. You are now a moderator. You now have blue wrench powers, good sir. I trust. I trust that you can clean as you see fit. What's this? All right. Filters. Oh, cool. I love how that fades. It's cool. What the hell? I love how that just does that. It's pretty cool. Bruh, dude, what did you? Thank you, man. You just you you do realize it's not a one-time donation, right? Thank you. This is not a one-time. I hope you realize that. So if you want to cancel that right now, you can. But thank you, dude. He just gifted me $50. Thank you. Wait, did you just? Oh, never mind. I misread that. Thank you so much. Wait, what do you mean, bruh? What do you mean, bruh? I got you. What do you mean, bruh? I got you. It's gonna be. Honestly, I don't. Okay, I have multiple feelings about this. First off, I really appreciate that generosity. I don't know how to feel about this because that's a lot of money a month. $50 is a lot of money a month, and you're not getting anything out of it because I'm not releasing on Patreon at the moment. So it's literally just donations, and you're not getting anything in return other than this stream. But the stream is public, so I guess that doesn't count. Um, and three, like you got a lot of stuff to deal with on your end. I know you do. Um, I'm gonna send you a. I'm gonna send you a. One second. Okay, I just sent you a message. You've helped me out tremendously, especially when I was homeless. So, and I would do it again and again and again. Um, Honestly, the best way you could pay me back, like I said in that message, the best way, or continuing on from what I said. I didn't want to mention that on the stream, but all you got to do to pay me back is just let me see you succeed, dude. You slime. I'm not saying if I. Let's continue messaging you. Just accept the money. Okay. The reason I have a problem with this is because you need it more than I do. That's why. Sorry. I will head back to the chat here in a second. Do I feel spoiled? Well, okay. I feel a lot of things right now, but I'll try to explain it. I don't feel. I don't feel spoiled. I feel very fortunate. I've got a job that pays well, um, and I'm now in a position for the first time in my life where I've been able to help out friends. Um, Arcane is one of just many I've helped out financially over the past 12 months, and I've been really happy to do it. I don't expect anything in return. So most people say they'll pay me back, but I don't expect a payment in return. Um, Even then, when I would get donations, I back in 2018, there was a whole string of streams on 2018 where I got a lot of donations, and I still, even though I was in a much worse off, I was much worse off then because nobody knew. No, I don't think very many people knew. I definitely didn't tell anyone during that time, but I started streaming so much because I was in between jobs, and I got laid off. So it was 2017. I'm sorry, 2017 to 2017 latter half. I was laid off, and so when I was getting donations, I still felt bad, but now especially I make double the amount of money I make back then, um, and so I know I. He sent me a message. You say. Yeah, Did you not hear me the entire time? I've been talking. Wait, have you been off of the stream the entire time, Arcane? Because I've been talking here as well. Man, I just realized okay. I gotta go to sleep soon. Anyway, where was I? So I make a pretty decent amount of money now. I went from making not so much to enough where I can help friends out, and I've given out quite a bit of money. I've given out more money to friends than I have spent on Genshin, and that is a lot of money. Uh, so that's why like I'm always appreciative of donations, but I feel especially conflicted when I get it from people who I know. Uh, oh, you've been off. Oh, dang it. Okay, so you never heard any of my responses. Is it okay if Damn. Okay. So you never heard any of my responses on stream. So you are neither confirming or denying your status. Okay, fair enough. And what else did I say? Yeah, basically what I've been just saying now is just kind of how I feel. So yeah, I feel all right. Since you technically owe me money, I will consider this. I will not consider this a donation. I'll just consider it payment. But that means how much money? So you owe me. That means you remind me in wait, remind me in 30 days at 8 a.m. No wait. Remind me in 31 days at 8 a.m. to ask Tyler to cancel his Patreon subscription. There you go. There you go. Go right ahead and speak out loud. I don't give a fuck. No, the reason I messaged you is I didn't know if you wanted that out there. But okay. I'm glad you've been cutting out on smoking, though. That's good. Not because of your money, but because of your health. Also, good lord, smoking is expensive. Jeez. But thank you. I do want you to know I'm thankful. And I'm going to send this to you via text. I don't want to mention that on stream, but thank you. I really appreciate that. And like I said, it's going to be a big help in that regard. Um, but yeah, that's kind of my thought process in a nutshell as to how I feel when I get donations, especially from people who I've helped in the past, who I know are still more or less, getting on their feet. But those are just people who are just nice and have generosity in them, so you shouldn't feel spoiled and tempted or whatever. It's easier said than done. It is. I understand there are people who are just that, who are just like that. I don't know. It's hard to accept sometimes. Yeah. Thank you, Tyler. Appreciate it. I appreciate it a lot. So I'm just signing out to my computer. Finally just finished updating. I ain't canceling shit. All right. See where I want to first payment back. Agreed. You got a deal, my friend. You've got it. You got yourself a deal. All right. All right. All right. We got 4 people in here still. All right. Okay. I do not feel like fact checking this one, so I'm gonna just. All right. By the way, dude, how are you doing right now? How have you been doing lately? Besides the convention. Yes! Yes! That's how we do it! Oh, wait. Son of a bitch. I still have to go in the office. God. He was like, perhaps he can give it a checkup while I'm at the executive committee meeting, because he got it to work. But now I still have to go in the office tomorrow. I don't want to go to the office tomorrow. Damn it. That's how you do it. Yeah. EC Stars. Oh, I still have to come to the office. Dang it. Oh, oh, oh. Hey, you know what? This is going to take me longer than the next 7 minutes to kind of prepare for. So that means I get 2 hours of overtime tonight. So got that going for me. At least this has gotten me 2 hours of overtime. Okay. Can do. I'm glad to know it's working now, though. Period. All right. So tomorrow, what am I going to do tomorrow? I will prepare drivers for the WLAN and the cellular, just in case he needs to install them. Run multiple. No, I can't do multiple restarts because I don't know his password. There's really not much I can do for him without his password. Can't do a Wi-Fi driver reinstall without him because then it's going to restart the computer. Understanding my question? Sorry. Well, super. Why are you sorry? Super Saiyan 2. Oh, you've been back in meds and they're actually doing wonders for you. You never known me to be on meds. The last time I was on any was way back. Wow. Well, I'm glad it's working out for you, dude. I'm just really happy for you. You're one of my friends. You're of the friends I've helped. You are one of three that I know who has been in a really rough spot. The other one, more or less, still in a rough spot. The other one is homeless and who has received the vast majority of my help. She has fortunately gotten just yesterday offered a job over at Amazon, so that's good, and hopefully things go well enough that she's able to get her bonus and her paycheck before the end of the year. Because she needs to get a place. Like she's been on the streets for like a year now. I was able to help get her um, not an RV, a trailer. So I got her a trailer for a few $100. Um, Nothing fancy, but been able to help her survive. Like man, she and her girlfriend have had it rough. Um, yeah, I'm glad one of you guys has been able to get on their feet. So I'm happy to see you doing a lot better now. That's a victory. That's why I do this. So I want to see everyone succeed. True friend helps a friend in need. A lesson to learn from MLP. Don't need don't need well, that's distracting system on the outside. I'm not sure who's outside, but anyway, thank you, Kama. She's good for now, so no need. was able to fix it with the paperclip in pinhole trick. He would like me to follow up with him tomorrow before the EC meeting, though, so I'll be heading to the office again, period. Also, there is another. I'm in contact with. I'll be doing that in B11. We'll plan for it to be in a hotel office space. On the bright side, tonight has net me 2 hours of overtime, so there's that. I'm not going to send that message. Lulls in his undergarments. What? Why would I be in my I'm not in my undergarments. Lulls, we need to have a one-on-one call sometime within the next few days. Well, not need, but I highly appreciate it. We do. We haven't talked in weeks. We have not talked in weeks. And I will let you know if that changes. Oh yeah, I was supposed to wash my car tonight, but since I'm going to the office tomorrow, I'm gonna have to delay that. Hey Siri, remind me tomorrow morning at 9:30 a.m. to fix the issue with Amazon and my refund. Weeks feels like months. It has been months. It really has been months. Those shorts were your boxers? Nah. See, I'm weird. I wear the shorts. Underneath the shorts are the boxers, and underneath the boxers are boxer briefs. So, yeah, I know I'm weird, but I feel comfortable enough. Yeah, there's a word I think. There's a word that's been on the tip of my tongue that I like to use as a play on words, but I can't remember what the word was. I can't remember what the word was. What the hell? It's been driving me nuts. There's a word that's been on the tip of my tongue. What the heck was the word? wearing shorts because at first he said, yeah. I'm nuts. I gotta remember this word. It's a word on the tip of my tongue. I would use it to. I can't remember the word. Oh my gosh. Never mind. All right. Let's do some fact checking now. You got 6 people in the stream, so let's do some fact checking. So fact checking. Birdwatch. I don't feel like fact checking a Fox News thing. Let's see something else. From Konstantin Kissin. What the heck is this? This is a pretty good. It's not ratio, but that's a nice. What is this? Vaccine. Oh my god, that is a long ass. What the hell is this? What is this? You're struggling to understand why some people are vaccine hesitant. The let me help you mega thread. Imagine you're a normal person. The year is 2016. Rightly or wrongly, you believe most of what you see in the media. You believe polls are broadly reflective of public opinion. You believe doctors and scientists are trustworthy and independent. You're a decent, reasonable person who follows the rules and trusts authority. Imagine your shock then when Brexit, which you were assured won't happen again, or won't happen because it's a French movement, led by racists for racists, happens. The polls, which widely predicted it wouldn't happen, were completely wrong. The expert and media pundits who told you it wouldn't happen day after day are also wrong. Oh well, you say. These things happen. Imagine that soon after Donald Trump is running for president. You are told by your favorite media publications that he is going to lose. Some experts say that his opponent has a 99% chance of winning. Let's take a look at this. Survey finds Hillary Clinton has more than 99% chance of winning election over Donald Trump. Okay. And now, the racist monster they told you would never get near the White House is the leader of the free world. How did this happen, you ask yourself? How could all the people in charge of informing me be so wrong? It was the Russians, they tell you. The Russians did Brexit and they got Trump elected too. Imagine that for the next 3.5 years, you watch as the media and the political class. Okay, so he's giving a story here, evidence of foreign mentally interested. Imagine that. Where's my damn payment for beating me? Wait, when did you beat me? Bet you two. Oh, bird is the word. uh, if you're if you're an ethnic minority immigrant like me, feels stranger. I want to convince the country. But the juicy smoulier. Imagine outrage. Oh yeah, dude. Never forget Nick Sandman. That was dude. Nick Sandman is a rich. He is a rich man now. More like Nick Rich Man. Oh wow, that kid was done dirty by CNN. I'm glad he was able to milk CNN for that $246 million. Okay. Okay, imagine that. You are initially unconcerned, but as scenes emerge from Italy and other countries, it's declared something is happening. Hugging a Chinese person. I didn't hear. I don't remember. Oh, Chief Medical Officer Chris Whitty advises people to regularly wash their hands. I did not know that. Huh. So it was in the UK as well. I never even knew that. I can add that to my bookmarks bar. That's pretty interesting. Let's take a look at this Birdwatch now. At the start of the pandemic, Dr. Fauci and the NIH said, "Wait, this is not the Birdwatch show in question." Okay, I want to scroll down to the other Birdwatch now. There it is. The same people who told you Brexit would never happen, Trump would never win, that when he did win, it was because of Russian collusion, then because of racism, that you must follow lockdowns, all they don't, that masks don't work, and then that they do work, that protests during lockdowns are a quote-unquote health intervention. Oh god, I remember this. That ransacking black communities in the name of fighting racism are quote-unquote mostly peaceful, that Juicy Smoulier was a victim of a hate crime, that men are toxic, that there's an infinite number of genders, that COVID didn't come from a lab, then it probably did. Okay, to be fair, it's still really uncertain. That closing borders is racist, and then this is the most important thing to do. That the Hunter Biden story is rooted in disinformation, and then that it's not. This is totally true. This is totally true. This is totally false, and then that it's not. And then they would like you to take. And that they would not take Trump's vaccine, and then you must take the vaccine. That there's Governor Cuomo was a great COVID leader, and then he's a granny killer, and that the number of COVID deaths is one thing, and then another, and that the hospitals are filled with COVID patients, and that many of them caught the COVID in the hospital. These same people are now telling you the vaccine is safe, you must take it, and if you don't, you'll be a second-class citizen. I understand vaccine hesitancy now. See what this Birdwatch note has to say. I can find no evidence that confirms the claim that many people caught COVID from hospitals. Who's the richest brony or who's the richest furry? I don't know. The richest brony. Richest brony. I would imagine is well, Tombstone doesn't count unless we're talking about people who started in the fandom. Then I guess Tombstone counts. Tombstone, I guess. Richest brony for his filthy rich and King Richard from Disney or Robin Hood. I don't know. I don't get it. Is that a joke? I don't know who that is. Pretty intense breakdown. This thread. I'm gonna bookmark this entire thread. You're being random. I see. Okay. I can find no evidence that confirms the claim that many people caught COVID from the hospitals. My own data from our health system. You did not. This this is not a helpful note. Saying that you can find no recent evidence and saying that your own health system, whose health system? This is not helpful because you're making some pretty specific claims. Like there's like no sources. Like this is not helpful. It's just plainly not helpful. I'm sorry. What is this?
But overall, we're talking about tens of millions, probably about 45 million jobs across the United States that can be affected by this, that are at stake, that are on the chopping block directly as a result of this. This isn't right. It's simply an immoral proposition. Setting aside for a moment all the
Is he talking about vaccine mandates?
constitutional issues, which are many and are serious and are going to prevail at the end of the day because the Supreme Court of the United States will not let this stand. Not any more than they've let stand other egregious exercises of presidential power. Of this what of which this one is a doozy.
I am glad he said the word presidential power. I'm very glad he said the word presidential power. Very important distinction there. One can visit Federal Reserve and this is not helpful because those are very generic. Those are not specific links. It technically supports the no, but it's so distant. It misses the key point, which was the constitutionality of the president and instituting a vaccine mandate. I don't need to be convinced. I just need to be told why what he's saying is incorrect. This is not a helpful note. If Wisconsin only has 4.5 million voting age residents, why are there over 7 million voters on their voter roll? I don't know. It's the Birdwatch. The claim of 7 million people who are registered to vote is incorrect according to the Wisconsin Elections Commission. So, straight from their government website. Registered voters by ward, registered voters by age group, registered voters by. So, I guess we would go here. I would just like to see. Let's just do it by county. Let's just do it by county. By county. Chickadee check before they wreck. 3.5 million. Let's check age group. 3.5 million by municipality. So where do I see the total number? Congressional district? Huh, I don't understand. You got a text? Okay, let's check. Oh, that's where the bird is the word thing came from. I don't know whether to say congrats, but congrats. Now the world is open to you. Both doors. I don't know how to interpret this. I don't know how to interpret this. I don't know if you're supposed to. Oh, active registered vote. Okay, so it says active registered voters. So they say why there are over 7 million voters on their voter roll, and there's only 4.5 million voting age residents with 3.5 million active registered voters. So where is this? Wisconsin, 4.5 million voters. I'm not going to dwell on this too much. I am going to say that it is a helpful fact check because it's a high quality source, easy to understand, directly addresses the tweet's claim, and does provide important context. You know, Ice Cubes, check yourself comes to mind when you're fact checking. Kind of does. Kind of does. From Tori Richards, you can't make this stuff up. LADA George Gascon sent out a fundraising letter to lower sentence of Jacqueline Avant's killer hours after police announced her death. He wants to remove the penalty of using a gun. What's the story about? LA District Attorney, the Washington Examiner. LA District Attorney George Gascon fundraises to lower sentence of Jacqueline Avant's killer. Hours after philanthropist Jacqueline Avant was shot to death during a Beverly Hills home invasion robbery, Los Angeles County District Attorney George Gascon distributed a fundraising letter seeking to overturn a law that would keep her killer in prison. Avant, 81. 81! was the mother-in-law of Netflix's CEO, and her December 1 murder shocked the entertainment world and beyond. Oprah Winfrey, Magic Johnson, and President Bill Clinton tweeted about their devastation over her death. Gascon surfaced on that day as well, but rather than decry this violence or the smash and grab robberies that have blighted California in recent weeks, he sent a fundraising email asking for money to push through a bill removing extra prison time for using a gun during a crime. Why? Why would you remove the extra prison time for using it? That makes no sense. A gun is a weapon, it is an instrument to kill, different from, say, a bat or even a knife. A knife is pretty damn bad, but a gun is almost undoubtedly worse, if not like totally worse in every regard. Um, when you shoot someone or something, you only do it with intent to destroy or to kill or destroy the thing. So why would you? Perhaps I'm missing more information, so let's continue reading. After a year of record homicides, smash and grab robberies, and the day of the callous murder of an 81-year-old woman in her own home, George Gascon sent a letter to his supporters asking for money to further his efforts to eliminate our ability to prosecute crime and protect the public, said prosecutor Eric Siddall, vice president of the Association of Deputy District Attorneys. Reckless, feckless, crass are some of the more charitable words that come to mind. I wonder if this Gascon guy is. Hmm, Cuba? Okay. Democrat. Well, that explains more. Bail reform. The end of cash bail. That's surprising. That's not very much a left-leaning thing, huh? Property crime increased by 49%. Reluctance to file charges against low-level offenders. Okay. Apply adult use of blue ribbon panel to investigate scandal. Juvenile offenders. Oh, definitely, he's more or less cutting across the left there. So I'm not too surprised now. But really, this is in poor taste. This is very much in poor taste. Doing it like immediately after, like doing it immediately after. Jeez. I wonder if the person. Where I think I've seen enough. Let's see the Birdwatch. Yeah, I think I've seen enough as to why he made the decisions, considering his political stances and the circumstances of this case. Per the article, it's clear that the letter was about sentencing enhancements in general and did not reference any particular killing. Well, they stated the reason for reducing enhancements is that there's little evidence that they reduce crime and that they have disparate racial impact. This was the same thing. Also, he's critiquing the same. Sent on the fundraising limit, the lower okay, so this note says, per the article, it's clear the latter was about sentencing enhancements in general and did not reference any particular killing. However, hours after they were shot to death, he distributed a fundraising letter. So the question then becomes, did he know about the killing when he sent out this letter? Did he know about this killing? He sent it at 5 p.m. This killing occurred, not sure when. This appears to be an automated email that, because I've seen a lot of these before. This came from his team, and this reads very much like a team that his campaign, the message that his campaign team would send out. On Monday, parolee Ariel Mayer. Ariel Maynor was charged with Vaughn's murder, but Gascon did not tack on the gun enhancement that wouldn't result. He did not. He filed a minor gun allegation that 25 years to life. 25 years to life. All remain one in the state of priest about a good time for 16 years for first degree. Los Angeles County Sheriff Alex Villanueva said Gascon's claims that people of color are targeted with enhancements are false, along with stating that enhancements don't work. It's tone deaf. I don't think. Okay, this note. I have a couple of problems in this note. It's not an accident that they were arrested for serious and violent felonies. Violent suspects need to be held accountable for their crimes. Something Gascon didn't want to do. So he's gotten pushed back by the county sheriff. Gascon did not tack on the gun enhancement. This email was sent out exactly 5 p.m., which is George Gascon. Team Gascon. We're going to run this through ground news. There's a few things that don't add up that I want to find out. However, if I were to rate this note right now, I would give it a somewhat helpful rating. Come on, load. Let me get a news source that is not referring to woke. The word woke. Come on. California News Times. Let's take a look here. Let's read this. If I can't figure out how to rate your stupid thing, I'm not rating it. New effort to recall LA County DA George Gascon. Rips liberal for releasing convicted killer. Oh, that was a month ago. This guy's been pretty controversial. Huh. Alright. What the hell is YC.news? Huh. Tabloid-style website that covers national and international news and politics as well as entertainment. This site's editor-in-chief faces criminal charges. What the hell? Your content. Huh. Okay, so Washington Examiner distributed a fundraising letter. So specifically, it appears this team distributed a fundraising letter seeking to overturn a law that would help keep her killer in prison. Did he speak about... Per the article, it's clear that the letter was about sentencing enhancements in general. But again, the note does say send out a fundraising letter to lower the sentence of her killer. It wasn't to lower the sentence. That is correct. It was just really poorly timed. Very poorly timed. And he didn't tack it on. The stated reason for reducing... Actually, you know what? I'm going to have to upgrade this note to yes. This is, in fact, helpful. because the source is the same as the tweet. It is easy to understand. It does directly address the tweet's claim and does provide important context. So that actually that is a yes on that note. That is a helpful note. All right. Okay. And that was all the notes. Let's see if I refresh this. I get more notes. Nope. Let's see what the new notes are in the queue here. Elon Musk says if temporary provisions in the Build Back Better Act become permanent, U.S. national debt will increase by 24%. The Penn Wharton budget model estimates that H.R. 5376, the Build Back Better Act, would increase spending by 2.1 trillion over the 10-year budget window while increasing revenue by 1.8 trillion for a 10-year deficit of 274 billion. By 2050, the proposal would decrease the GDP by 0.2% relative to current law. It offers a breakdown. The problem is, Mr. Musk isn't giving the whole picture. No, Mr. Musk is giving a university study, specifically. The entire article needs to be read, and he is stating things as if he knows all. However, he doesn't explain his argument and expects others to just believe him. Well, look, this note isn't very helpful because then you link to the thing, to the Build Back Better Act. Do you really think that the Build Back Better Act and reading the people who support it is going to provide a particularly unbiased um, view of it? I mean, this is literally from the House Committee on the Budget. I don't expect him to provide such an analysis as given from a neutral third party here. Well, by neutral I mean not necessarily having a vested interest the same way that this person on the budget committee would have, the House Committee on the Budget would have. But let's take a look. Let's search for the word 24%. It doesn't show up in here. Oh, 24.4%. In an alternative, okay, so here's the key points. The Penn Wharton budget model, or PWBM, estimates that H.R. 5376, the Build Back Better Act, as written, would increase spending by $2.1 trillion over the 10-year budget window and revenue by $1.8 trillion for a 10-year deficit of $274 billion. We project that H.R. 5376 would decrease GDP by 0.2% in 2050 relative to the current law baseline, even after accounting for positive growth effects of various spending programs. In an alternative illustrative scenario in which all temporary provisions in H.R. 5376 are made permanent, spending would instead total 4.6 trillion over the 10-year budget window. In this scenario, by 2050, federal debt increased by 2015. In this scenario, by 2050, federal debt increased by 24.4% and GDP would fall by 2.9% relative to current law. Elon Musk states if temporary provisions in the Build Back Better Act become permanent, U.S. national debt will increase by 24%. He's literally quoting the article. The note then states the problem is Mr. Musk isn't giving the whole picture. The second. So the note says the problem is Mr. Musk isn't giving the whole picture. The entire article needs to be read, and he is stating things as if he knows all. No, he's quoting the article. However, he doesn't explain his argument and expects others to just believe him. Yes, because he's quoting the fucking article. This is a shitty note. I'm sorry. This note would have been a yes, hands down, if it linked to a study that said that this would not uh, reduce GDP, or if this study was flawed or deficient in some way. This note does not do that. Therefore, therefore, it misses the key point. It's literally incorrect information because Musk is not necessarily not giving the whole picture. He's just quoting from the article, from one of the three key points made in the article. I wouldn't say. Actually, I'll take that. Typos and sources not included. So I'm going to give this another as well. I'm going to give it a no, not helpful. And if this note cited a study, another study given a different conclusion, or an article that explained why the study that Elon Musk, or why the analysis Elon Musk directly cited from Lols. I'm gonna come over there and drop off 100 quid worth of Lyra, and only Lyra plushies. Well, joke's on you, Lyra's cute. Great fact checking. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Or an article that explained why the analysis that Elon Musk directly cited from is not correct. Whose he points key points Elon Musk is not correct, then this would have more this note would be rated as helpful. However, this note only makes claims, unfounded claims, unsubstantiated claims about the tweet. About the tweet about Elon, about Musk. Derpy is still best pony. Pinkie Pie is best pony. Changed my mind. Not giving the whole picture. Linking to the BBBs without specifying any specific argument to any specific thing to help argue against Musk's alleged misleadingness does not make the note does not give the note a somewhat helpful sense. All right, I think I have said enough. Corruption is Derpy is best background pony and Luna's best pony main cast. She's like supporting cast though. All right, the white aurora was photographed in Finland. What? It can't be real. Can't possibly be real. What the hell is this? It's fake. Picture used in this post was made by someone using fluorescent light bulbs. The lights you see in Finland are green and pink, not pure white like in this photo. Fact check 2020. Oh shit. Ah, alright. So it's fake. Yep. Look at that. People believed it. That's sad. How easy misinformation spread. The hell is this? Fuck. She has not passed. Okay. It's somewhat helpful because there's no source, but it does provide important context. So I gotta give it a somewhat. How the hell is this thing? How the hell is this thing? Pop Prave. Oh, Pop Prave. Wow. That's hilarious. Look at that. Pop Prave. Pop Prave. Pop Prave. It's exactly the same. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, they only... See, they cropped out that banner ever so slightly. That's funny. Huh. Wonder who's running this. We're gonna report this account. Report that. And reported. Okay. I don't have a favorite main six. You just like them all. There's nothing wrong with that, Zabiza. Alright. November 22 to 28 is Holodomor. Holodomor. I don't know how to pronounce that word. How do you pronounce this word? Holodomor. 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 I don't know. I don't know how to say it.
More or Holodomor. Holodomor.
Holodomor. Okay, good. Holodomor. From 1932 to 1933, Soviet Union leader Joseph Stalin ordered food seizures aimed at starving Ukrainian peasantry, resulting in the deaths of millions. This week, Ukrainians across the world remember. Why is this birdwatched? Ooh, I feel like I've stepped into a rabbit hole here. The Holodomor was a famine. It was not quote unquote man made, as Nazis claim it was, even today. It was not aimed at, nor did it only affect Ukrainians. He links to the years of hunger and this thing from MSU.RU. Ah, hello, comrade. What's this? Hmm. Eh, bruh. Oh, I just got him. Cool things. I would not wear one of those things. I'm sure you know what that one is. Why is it so warm? Oh. Okay. It's in Russian. Institute of Europe, RA Center for Ukrainian and Belarusian Studies of the Faculty of History of Moscow State University, Institute of Slavic Studies, RAS. The Years of Hunger, Soviet Agriculture. The fifth volume in the landmark series of independent volumes on the industrialization of Soviet Russia. This work covers the years 1929 to 1937, the crucial period of the first two five-year plans. In these years, the Soviet Union became a great industrial power, and the economic system took the form in which its main features it retained until the collapse of the Soviet Union in 1991. Agriculture was collectivized and the whole economy was subordinated to central state planning. The Stalinist political regime was consolidated. A new social structure emerged. This was the first attempt of a major country to manage economic and social development by a comprehensive plan. The weaknesses which ultimately led to its failure may be partly traced to back to the 1930s. The tendency to overinvestment and over-top planning, the inability to innovate, and the frustration of the grandiose efforts to modernize agriculture. While the Soviet system ultimately failed, Soviet industrialization was a crucial stage in spreading the economic and social transformation which began in England in the middle of the 18th century. In the middle of the 18th century, the thousands of millions of peasants who lived in the borders of starvation in Asia, Africa, and Latin America. Okay, and there's another note that says here, while there is debate about the cause of the Holodomor, this tweet accurately reflects one primary perspective. Quote, some scholars believe that the famine was planned by Joseph Stalin. Others suggest that the man-made famine was a consequence of Soviet industrialization. As this book states, it's a consequence of industrialization and central planning. Was a famine. Damn, I don't know how to rate these ones honestly, because this is relatively old compared to the other things I've fact checked. I don't think I'm qualified to fact check this. But let's try. Let's review this. I know nothing about this famine. The Holodomor, derived from, I don't know how to pronounce that Russian word, or to kill by starvation, also known as the Terror Famine and sometimes referred to as the Great Famine, was a famine in Soviet Ukraine from 1932 to 1933. Not just the gauntlets, man. You know what I mean. They killed millions of Ukrainians. The term Holodomor emphasizes the famine's man-made and intentional aspects, such as rejection of outside aid, confiscation of all household foodstuffs, and restriction of population movement. As part of the wider Soviet famine of 1932 to 1933, which affected the major grain-producing areas of the country, millions of inhabitants of Ukraine, the majority of whom were ethnic Ukrainians, died of starvation in a peacetime catastrophe unprecedented in the history of Ukraine. Since 2006, the Holodomor has been recognized by Ukraine and 15 other countries as a genocide of the Ukrainian people carried out by the Soviet government. Now let's take a look, because we know Wikipedia can be biased when it comes to certain topics. So let's see Holodomor Britannica. Holodomor Britannica, the man-made famine that convulsed the Soviet Republic of Ukraine from 1932 to 1933, peaking in the late spring of 1933. It was part of a broader Soviet famine that also caused mass starvation in the grain-growing regions of Soviet Russia and Kazakhstan. The Ukrainian famine, however, was made deadlier by a series. It was part of a broader Soviet famine They said it was man-made famine convulsed the Soviet Republic of Ukraine from 1932 to 1933. It says here the Ukrainian famine, however, was made deadlier by a series of political decrees and decisions that were aimed mostly or only at Ukraine. In acknowledgement of its scale, the famine of 1932 to 33 is often called the Holodomor, a term derived from the Ukrainian words for hunger, holod, and extermination, more. Extermination by hunger. Huh. Interesting. Cause of the famine. Origin of the famine lay in the decision by Soviet leader Joseph Stalin to collectivize agriculture in 1929. What does Wikipedia say? Talks about the scope. Soviet and Western denial. Holodomor denials the assertion that the 1932-1933 genocide in Soviet Ukraine either did not occur or did occur but was not a premeditated act. This Birdwatch note says that it was not man-made, therefore not a premeditated act, but it acknowledges that it happened. And it does not, and it says that it was not aimed or only affect Ukrainians. Okay. I'm curious to see the author of this book that they quoted, or that they mentioned here, The Years of Hunger by Palgrave Macmillan. Who is this person? Oh, that's not an author. R.W. Davies. Who is this author? British historian, writer, Stephen J. Wheatcroft. Who are these people? Davies is dead. Wheatcroft is still alive. Davies says Robert William Davies, better known as R.W. Davies or Bob Davies, was a British historian, writer, and professor of Soviet economic studies at the University of Birmingham. Obtaining his PhD in 1954, Davies was promoted to full professor and made chair of the Center for Russian and East European Studies, also known as CREES, at the University of. What the hell? Oh. All right. So this guy seems to have a pretty impressive career here. Served in the Royal Air Force, stationed in the Middle East from 1945 to 1946. Obtained his Bachelor's of Arts degree from the School of Slavonic and East European Studies at the University of London. He studied at the University of Birmingham, where he obtained PhD in Commerce and Social Science. Okay. So far, an impressive resume. His research contributions in the history of the Soviet Union are recognized by his peers. Davies's papers are housed in the Special Collections Department of the University of Birmingham. Huh. He's really putting a lot of work on the Soviet Union. Stephen J. Wheatcroft, professor of the School of Historical Studies, University of Melbourne. His research interests include Russian pre-revolutionary and Soviet social, economic, and demographic history, as well as famine and food supply problems in modern world history, the impact of media on history, and in recent developments in Russian and Ukrainian society. Wheatcroft speaks Russian fluently and has spent a good portion of his career researching in the Soviet archives and he played a major role in publishing materials from the archives. Huh. Interesting. He wrote a paper. He's written a lot of papers. More light on the scale of repression and excess mortality in the Soviet Union in the 1930s. 1995, Stalin, grain stocks and the famine of 1932 to 1933. Towards explaining the Soviet famine of 1931 to 1933. Political and what the hell is using my battery? I'm gonna restart my phone. Something's wrong here. Scale of nature. Who's still in the chat, by the way? Who is still watching? Turn away from economic explanations for Soviet famines. This person replied, Stalin and the Soviet famine. Oh, Zabazai, you're still watching. All right. Well, hope you're learning a bunch about the Holodomor with me here. This reply, while confirming that Stalin's policies were ruthless and brutal, shows that there are no serious grounds for Elman's view that Stalin pursued a conscious policy of starvation of the peasants during the famine. It also rejects Elman's claim that in their recent book, Davis and Wheatcroft, 2004, the authors neglect Soviet policy. Wait, was that the same book that was linked? The Years of Hunger. Yeah, The Years of Hunger. It also rejects Elman's claim in that in their recent book, the authors neglect Soviet policy and leadership perceptions in their account of the famine. Like, I'm always watching and listening and texting in the chat. I see. So, what do you think so far, Sabaza? I'm curious. I'm not a historian by any means. I'm in fact very. If there's anything I'm especially ignorant on, it's history. It's one of the reasons why I'm very hesitant on forming opinions on events that require understanding a lot of what has happened that led up to where we are now. Case in point, Israel. I don't have a stance on Israel because I really don't know the history behind it. I gotta learn. It's incredibly complex. There's a saying that goes, if you study the topic for 1 hour, you'll be on Israel's side. If you study the topic for 12 hours, you'll be on Palestine's side. If you study for any longer than that, you realize how much of a mess it is. So I'm curious, what do you think of this? So, because what I'm kind of getting so far is that scholars say that Stalin had a hand in this, a conscious hand in this. There are some experts who say uh, that he did not have a conscious hand in this. There's just far too. There's far too many. There's far too much content to sift through. Like this entire reply to a critique of a book. Man, this is long. Like this man is a. This is a. I guess this is a long ass reply. I do know some history, but not this. Let's go ahead and take a look at Reddit then. I'm going to go to Ask Historians, and we're going to go to Holodomor. All right, let's go search for R.W. Davies. See if there's any. Did Robert Conquest renounce his claim that Ukrainian famine was intentional? I didn't read the book, but Harvest of Sorrow's main thesis was that Ukrainian hunger was deliberate, intentional genocide. I read conflicting claims on the internet about this thesis of Robert Conquest. In Wheatcroft and Davies's book, this thesis is attacked by as being unfalsifiable, which means I assume that he didn't renounce it. While in various Quoras or Rational Wiki about Holodomor, I see that they state that he renounced it. I know those are not really reliable sources. I tried to dig in the internet to find a statement in an interview or something similar, but I can't find it anywhere. Do you have any sources that confirm he renounced his thesis? Who is Robert Conquest? His last name was literally Conquest? What the hell? In 1986, oh, well, who is this person? A British historian and poet. Passed away in 2015, best known for his Laws of Politics. A longtime research fellow at Stanford University's Hoover Institution, Conquest was most notable for his work on the Soviet Union. His books include The Great Terror, Stalin's Purge of the 30s, The Harvest of Sorrow, Soviet Collectivization and the Terror Famine, and Stalin, Breaker of Nations. So The Harvest of Sorrow, 1986. Conquest published The Harvest of Sorrow, Soviet Collectivization and the Terror Famine, dealing with the collectivization of agriculture in Ukraine and elsewhere in the USSR under Stalin's direction in 1929 to 1931, and the resulting famine in which millions of peasants died due to starvation, deportation to labor camps, and execution. In this book, Conquest supported the view that the famine was a planned act of genocide. According to historians Stephen Wheatcroft and R.W. Davies, there's their names, popping up again. Quote, Conquest holds that Stalin wanted the famine and that the Ukrainian famine was deliberately inflicted for its own sake, end quote. In 2003, Conquest wrote to them that, quote, Stalin purposely inflicted the 1933 famine? No. What I argue is that, with resulting famine imminent, he could have prevented it, but put quote unquote Soviet interest other than feeding the starvation first, thus consciously abetting it. Okay, so he's saying Stalin didn't want them to die. I never said that Stalin wanted them to die. I'm saying that Stalin chose to let them die by putting Soviet interests first and Ukrainians second at most. Soviet historian Professor Ronald Grigor Suni at the University of Michigan heavily criticizes Conquest's extraordinarily high death tolls, noting that Conquest's estimation for famine deaths is almost quadruple that of many fellow Soviet historians. Interesting. So going back to Britannica, it says the origins of the famine lay in the decision by Soviet. The origins of the famine. So note the origins, not necessarily. Okay, let's just continue. Origin of the famine lay in the decision by Soviet leader Joseph Stalin to collectivize agriculture in 1929. Okay, so we say that it starts there. We seem to be in agreement on that. Teams of Communist Party agitators forced peasants to relinquish their land, personal property, and sometimes housing to collective farms, and they deported so-called kulaks, wealthier peasants, as well as any peasants who resisted collectivization altogether. Collectivization led to a drop in production. That is organization of the. Okay, let me read that. Let me reread that. And you said, so he is some conquistador? No, his last name is just Conquest. Teams of Communist Party agitators forced peasants to relinquish their land, personal property, and sometimes housing to collective farms, and they deported so-called kulaks, or wealthier peasants, as well as any peasants who resisted collectivization altogether. Collectivization led to a drop in production, the disorganization of the rural economy, and food shortages. It also sparked a series of peasant rebellions, including armed uprisings in some parts of Ukraine. So this article, this entire paragraph, they're careful to state that they didn't do this to kill them off, they just did this, and therefore they died. The rebellions worried Stalin because they were unfolding in provinces which had, a decade earlier, fought against the Red Army during the Russian Civil War. He was also concerned by anger and resistance to the state agricultural policy within the Ukrainian Communist Party. If we don't make an effort now to improve the situation in Ukraine, he wrote to his colleague Lazar Kaganovich in August 1932, we may lose Ukraine. That autumn, the Soviet we gotta figure out how to pronounce this name, this word, Politburo, Politburo. The Soviet Politburo, the elite leadership of the Soviet Communist Party, took a series of decisions that widened and deepened the famine in the Ukrainian countryside. Farms, villages, and whole towns in Ukraine were placed on blacklists and prevented from receiving food. And peasants were forbidden to leave the Ukraine Republic in search for food. Despite growing starvation, food requisitions were increased and aid was not provided in sufficient quantities. So there's a whole lot of turning of heads and refusal of aid. The crisis reached its peak in the winter of 1932 to 1933 when organized groups of police and communist apparatchiks pronunciation apparatchik communist apparatchiks. What are apparatchiks? They are full-time professional functionary of this Communist Party of the Soviet Union or the Soviet government apparat, someone who held any position of the bureaucratic or political responsibility with the exception of the higher ranks of management, called nomenklatura. Huh. Functionary of the Soviet Communist Party. Organized groups of police and communist apparatchiks ransacked the homes of peasants and took everything edible from crops to personal food supplies to pets. Dear Lord. Hunger and fear drove these actions, but they were reinforced by more than a decade of hateful and conspiratorial rhetoric emanating from the highest levels of the Kremlin. The result of Stalin's campaign was a catastrophe. In spring 1933, death rates in Ukraine spiked. Between 1931 and 1934, at least 5 million people perished of hunger across all the USSR. Among them, according to a study conducted by a team of Ukrainian demographers, were at least 3.9 million Ukrainians. Police archives contain multiple descriptions of instances of cannibalism, uh, as well as lawlessness, theft, and lynching. Mass graves were dug across the countryside. Hunger also affected the urban population, though many were able to survive thanks to ration cards. Still, in Ukraine's largest cities, corpses could be seen on the street. This is very morbid. The famine was accompanied by a broader assault on Ukrainian identity. Well, yeah, Alexa, end call. Alexa, end call. All right. All right. All right. While peasants were dying by the millions, agents of the Soviet secret police were targeting the Ukrainian political establishment and intelligentsia. The famine provided cover for a campaign of repression and persecution that was carried out against Ukrainian culture and Ukrainian religious leaders. The official policy of Ukrainization, which had encouraged the use of the Ukrainian language, was effectively halted. Was your phone calling? Ah, that was my brother. Moreover, anyone connected to the short-lived Ukrainian People's Republic, an independent government that had been declared in June 1917 in the wake of the February Revolution, but was dismantled after the Bolsheviks conquered Ukrainian territory, was subjected to vicious reprisals. All those targeted by this campaign were liable to be publicly vilified, jailed, sent to the Gulag, which are a system of Soviet prisons and forced labor camps, or executed. Knowing that this Russification program would inevitably reach him, Mikola, I don't even know how to pronounce that name. How do you pronounce that name? How do you pronounce this name? You know what? I can just. Oh, what? What?
Микола Скрипник. Микола Скрипник.
Mykola Skripnik. Okay. Alright. Mykola Skripnik, one of the best known leaders of the Ukrainian Communist Party, committed suicide rather than submit to one of Stalin's show trials. Huh. As the famine was happening, news of it was deliberately silenced by Soviet bureaucrats. Party officials did not mention it in public. Western journalists based in Moscow were instructed not to write about it. One of the most famous Moscow correspondents at the time, Walter Duranty of the New York Times, went out of his way to dismiss reports of the famine when they were published by a young freelancer, Gareth Jones, as he, quote, thought Mr. Jones's judgment was somewhat hasty, end quote. Jones was murdered under suspicious circumstances in 1935 in Japanese-occupied Mongolia. Stalin himself went so far as to repress the results of a census taken in 1937. The administrators of that census were arrested and murdered, in part because the figures revealed the decimation of Ukraine's population. You're fucking God. Although the famine was discussed during the Nazi occupation of Ukraine in World War II, it became taboo again during the post-war years. The first public mention of it in the Soviet Union was in 1986, in the aftermath of the Chernobyl nuclear power plant disaster. That disaster, too, was initially kept secret by Soviet authorities. Assessment. Because the famine was so deadly and because it was officially denied by the Kremlin for more than half a century, it has played a large role in Ukrainian public memory, particularly since independence. Ukrainian poet Ivan Drach, Ivan Drach,
Іван Драч.
Ivan Drach was the first to speak publicly about the famine in 1986 after the Chernobyl disaster, citing it as an example of how damaging official silence can be. Monuments commemorating the Holodomor have been erected by the Ukrainian government as well as by the Ukrainian diaspora, and the Holodomor Remembrance Day is observed around the world on the fourth Saturday of November. Ukraine has also invested in research on the famine. By early 2019, 16 countries as well as the Vatican had recognized the Holodomor as a genocide, and both houses of the United States Congress had passed resolutions declaring that, quote, Joseph Stalin and those around him committed genocide against the Ukrainians in 1932 to 1933. If the Congress has passed it, that means if I go to the CRS Reports website and I type in Holodomor, I should find a report talking. Nope, nothing? Really? Ukraine? Ukraine famine? Am I spelling Ukraine wrong? How do I spell Ukraine? Ukraine. 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 Famine. Oops, son of a. Ukraine famine. Huh. In October 2006, our Congress authorized the government of Ukraine to establish a memorial fund federal land. There's no research about it. But it does say that Congress passed resolutions declaring that Joseph Stalin and those around him committed genocide against the Ukrainians in 1932 to 1933. The United States Congress says that it happened as genocide. Do I really trust a university from the Europe RAS Center? What is Europe RAS? The Institute of Europe RAS. What is this website? Comrade. Faculty of History. Moscow State University. Do I really trust resources? Should I trust resources from Moscow State University? Should I? Should I? Do I? Wow, that's a lot of Russian. Holy moly, that's a lot of text. That's a lot of text in Russian, and it's still translating. Still translating. And it's still translating. And it died. Google couldn't translate everything. Amazing. Incredible. Wow. Look at this. This is a crap. Look at this. Look how much text there is on this page. And then look at the scroll bar. That's absurd. If they are reliable, sure. If not, no. Yeah. Well, we'll find out here in a moment. Just realized my phone's turned off. Wow, this page won't translate. That's insane. That is crazy. Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Okay, so what have you learned? We've learned that this is an incredibly complex topic. Most people say it was a genocide. Virtually all agree that it started because of actions that Joseph Stalin took. But then there are people who say, no, it wasn't that he tried to kill people. He just put Soviet interests first. And technically speaking, that seems to be like he did put Soviet interests first. Because we read here that oh my god, bruh, go to sleep. Dude, you're still here. Go home. Or go home. Go. Why don't you go sleep? I'm gonna sleep in like 10 minutes, actually. See, accompanied by an attack on each. But it seems like Soviet interests included trying to clamp down on Ukraine's culture and government. Like, if that is if that is Soviet interests, then it does seem to be pointing towards genocide. So, just a heads up, it's 12:34. You go to bed at 1. Yeah, I should go to sleep pretty soon too. I gotta wake up at 6. This reply. In his article in Europe Asia Studies, Michael Ellman criticizes our book, The Years of Hunger Soviet Agriculture 1931 to 1933, on the grounds that we concentrate on quote unquote impersonal, structural, and agronomic factors rather than dealing with Bolshevik policy. He advises us that, in order to have a complete understanding of the famine, it is also, quote, necessary to look closely at the perception of the situation by the Voz, how do you, by the Russian Church Slavonic loanword derived by the Festival. Huh. In contrast to our alleged approach, he claims that, quote, there is some evidence that in 1930 to 1933, Stalin also used starvation in his war against the peasants. In other words, a conscious policy of starvation. And he frequently refers to, quote, the starvation policy of 1932 to 1933. He acknowledges, however, that it is entirely possible the intended deaths were only a small, possibly very small proportion. In a rather ambiguous discussion of the place of this alleged policy in the long-term trends in in Bolshevik perceptions, he also argues in terms of a continuum between Lenin's attitude. Okay, in this reply, huh, interesting. Huh, history is a hell of a thing. With things like this, it's interesting to see when people don't come to the same conclusions. Just going through Reddit, seeing what people say about Holodomor. Ugh, God, everything got deleted. What the hell? Fucking stupid. Give me. How isn't the Holodomor not a genocide? So this person, yeah, it's long. So this person on Reddit gave a summary of why. He gave a question. He gave an answer to the question: how isn't the Holodomor not a genocide? So this is a great question, and the answer in the case of the Holodomor is it's complicated. First, it helps to review what the legal definition of genocide is, at least according to the 1948 United Nations Convention of the Prevention and Punishment of the Crime of Genocide. By the way, I think I will make this comment the last thing I read out because my throat's getting dry. And I'll end for the night. It says here the definition from the 1948 United Nations Convention of the Prevention and Punishment of the Crime of Genocide. Quote, any of the following acts committed with the intent to destroy, in whole or in part, a national, ethnical, racial, or religious group, such as killing members of the group, causing serious bodily or mental harm to members of the group, deliberately inflicting on the group conditions of life calculated to bring about its physical destruction in whole or in part, imposing measures intended to prevent births within the group, and forcibly transferring children of the group to another group. End quote. Now, a couple things to say about the UN definition. There is a heavy focus on intent, meaning that for an act to qualify as genocide, as opposed to merely a crime against humanity, there has to be an intention to wipe out a national slash ethnic slash religious slash racial group. There are arguments that this bar, largely set by the Holocaust, is too high. It's also worth noting that the 1948 UN language was determined with Soviet input. Oh, that's interesting. Soviet input. And so, by definition, the language approved by the Soviet government intentionally was designed to not immediately put them in legal issues. Even though the person who coined the phrase, Raphael Lemkin, specifically had the mass deaths in Ukraine in mind. Wait. It's also important to note that there are other concepts of what constitutes a genocide. He says what concepts of genocide. I think he meant constitutes. Notably, quote unquote, cultural genocide, as discussed in this excellent Ask Historians podcast episode. Now, before we go any further, I want to reread one of the parts here. He says here, it's also worth noting that the 1948 UN language was determined with Soviet input, and so by definition, the language approved by the Soviet government intentionally was designed to not immediately put them in legal issues. I would like to read about that more because even though if there was, so here's what I'm thinking. If there was Soviet input into defining within the United Nations what genocide meant, yes, we can imply that. Yes, we can ascertain that the Soviet government really wants to have it on their side. But the question is, did they actually accomplish? Like, do we have evidence other than them working with the other nations of the United Nations and the end result of the definition? Do we have any other pieces of evidence that people were swayed into taking their input? What was their input anyway, is what I'm thinking. So there seems to be a couple of assumptions here in that analysis that this person, Kochevnik81, gives. One of the assumptions being that the Soviets had input, therefore things skewed their way. But I would like to see evidence of that, and they didn't seem to link to any evidence. So that's one of the things I'm thinking. Um, One second, just gotta send a text message. Now, also, all of this is not to say that I'm leaning towards this being considered genocide. Uh, it seems that those who don't want to call it genocide have a higher bar to clear. Oh, sorry, I can't talk on. All right. Anyway, Olga Andriuski wrote an excellent literature review in 2015 for East/West, Journal of Ukrainian Studies, on the historiography of studying the Holodomor. So I'm going to lean heavily on that for this part of the answer. Excuse me. She notes that the conclusions of James Mace in his U.S. Commission's report to Congress in April 1988 hold up pretty well. Excuse me. She notes that all Ukrainian presidents, except for Yakunovich, favored official commemoration and historic of the Holodomor as a plan. I think there's a typo in there. As a planned genocide going back to Ukraine's first president, Leonid. Pronunciation, please. Google, help me.
Leonid Kravchuk.
Leonid Kravchuk. Anyway, going back to this. Comment. Leonid Kravchuk. Okay, so she notes that the conclusions of James Mace and his U.S. Commission's report to Congress in April 1988 hold up pretty well. She notes that all Ukrainian presidents, except for Yanukovych, favored official commemoration and historic of the Holodomor as a planned genocide, going back to Ukraine's first president, Leonid Kravchuk, who was Ukrainian Supreme Soviet chairman and a longtime Communist Party member, so hardly some sort of anti-Soviet political dissent. Holodomor as genocide, quote unquote, has effectively been the Ukrainian government's position since independence, as well as the position of many, but not all, Ukrainian historians. Further research since 1991 that they feel has buttressed that view is that forced grain. Further research since 1991 that they feel has buttressed that view is that forced grain requisitions by the Soviet government involving collective punishment, blacklisting, which was essentially blockading, of non-complying villages, the sealing of the Ukrainian SSR's borders in 1932 to prevent famine refugees from leaving, and Stalin ignoring and overriding Ukrainian Communist Party requests for famine relief, and mass purges of the same party leaders as quote-unquote counter-revolutionary elements in the same year. Interesting. Andriuski notes that while some prominent Ukrainian historians such as Valery Soldatenko dispute the use of the term genocide, they are in agreement with the proponents around the basic timeline, number of victims, and centrality of Soviet government policy. The debate is largely around intent. I see. Okay. So, more or less open and shut, right? Well, not so fast, because now we should bring in the perspective from Russian and Soviet historians. Again, they will not differ drastically from Holodomor historians on the number of victims or the centrality of government policies. No serious historians will argue that it was a famine caused by natural factors alone, nor will they deny that Ukraine suffered heavily. But their context and point of view will differ tremendously from Ukrainian Holodomor historians in that they will note that the 1931 to 1933 famine was not limited to Ukraine, but also affected the Russian Central Black Earth region, Volga Valley, North Caucasus, and Kazakhstan. Caucasus. Amogus. Cauca. Pronunciation. Caucasia? Caucasus?
We are looking at how to pronounce the name of this mountain range, a border, Caucasus.
Caucasus. Caucasus. Ah! Right, closed it. Closed. Oops. Damn it. This map from page 22 in Stephen Kutkin's Stalin, Waiting for Hitler, 1929 to 1941, will give some sense of the geographic extent of the famine. Let's take a look. What? It disappeared. Son of a... They don't give a preview for the book anymore. Wait a minute. They don't give a preview for the book anymore. Damn it. Lame. Huh. In fact, but it seemed pretty big. In fact, while most of the famine victims were in Ukraine, some 3.5 million out of a population of 33 million, some 5 to 7 million died from the famine across the Union, and Ukraine was not the worst hit republic in relative terms. That misfortune befell Kazakhstan, then the Kazakh ASSR, where some 1.2 to 1.4 million of the over 4 million ethnic Kazakh population died through denomadization and the resulting famine. At least 10 million people across the Union suffered severe malnutrition and starvation without dying. And, what was it here? Without dying. And food was scarce even in major cities like Leningrad and Moscow, although, on the other hand, they did not face mass brutality. Kutkin very clearly states, quote, "There was no Ukrainian famine. The famine was Soviet," end quote. Other factors tend to mitigate the idea that it was a planned attempt to specifically wipe out the Ukrainians as a people. The Ukrainian borders with Russia were sealed, but this came in the same period where internal passports were introduced across the USSR in an effort to control rural immigration into cities. Many of these were kulaks and famine refugees, and deny them urban services and rations. Stephen Wheatcroft and Michael Ellman are two historians worth mentioning here, notably because they had a public debate about a decade ago about how much Stalin knew and intended as consequences during the famine. Wheatcroft argued that, in effect, the mass deaths caused by forced grain requisitions were the result of governmental callousness. Unrealistic requisitions were set, including the punitive collection of seed grain in 1932. But in Wheatcroft et al.'s opinion, this wasn't specifically meant to punish peasants. Essentially, extremely flawed reserves policies, plus the elimination of any private market for grain, meant that millions of lives were lost. Ellman, in contrast, takes a harder line that Stalin considered peasants claiming starvation to be quote unquote wreckers, more or less conducting a quote unquote go slow strike against the government, and also notes Stalin's refusal to accept international famine relief, which was markedly different from Russian famines in 1891 or 1921 to 1922. But Wheatcroft and Ellman, for their disagreement, do agree that the famine was not an engineered attempt to deliberately cause mass deaths. It was an attempt to extract grain reserves from the peasantry for foreign export and for feeding urban industrial workers. They do agree that the famine wasn't an engineered attempt to deliberately cause mass deaths. So going down to this last paragraph here. Ellman comes down on the position that the famine isn't a genocide, according to the UN definition, but is... Wait. Ellman comes down on the position that the famine isn't a genocide according to the UN definition, but is in a more relaxed definition. Specifically, he cites the de-Ukrainianization de-Ukrainianization of the Kuban region in the North Caucasus as an example of cultural genocide. But even here, he notes that while under a relaxed definition, the Holodomor would be a genocide. Wait. Oh. But even here, he notes that while under a relaxed definition, the Holodomor would be a genocide, it would only be one of others, including the famine in Kazakhstan, which I wrote about in this answer, and I think has a stronger claim to the genocidal label than the Holodomor. As well as the mass deportations and executions. Wait a minute. But even here, he notes that while a relaxed definition in the Holodomor would be a genocide, it would only be one of others, including the famine in Kazakhstan, which I wrote about in this answer and I think has a stronger claim to the genocide label than the Holodomor, as well as the mass deportations and executions in various national operations. He also notes that the relaxed definition would see plenty of other states, such as the UK, US, Netherlands, Portugal, and Spain, similarly guilty of genocides, and in the case of Australia, he considers even the strict UN definition to be applicable, which would make the Holodomor a crime of genocide, but in a definition that recognizes genocide as depressingly common and not unique to the Soviet experience. Interesting. It's a lot of food for thought. For me, it makes me wonder now, what do I think the definition of genocide is? And what is the definition currently used by a lot of people? Like colloquial, am I using the word colloquial correctly? Colloquial. Used in ordinary or familiar conversation. I wonder, when people use the word genocide, what do they mean? I'm trying to remember, what is an example of a Rwanda genocide, for example. I believe there's intent. Slaughtered by armed militias. Yeah, there seems to be intent here. Yeah, this was premeditated. So this would fit the UN definition, but the Holodomor is different. Excuse me. Interesting. Mm. Mm. I still certainly don't know enough. It's a good summary, though. But I can see why it's not considered a genocide by universally everyone. So if we go back to the Birdwatch notes, it was a famine. It was not man-made, as Nazis claim. It was not aimed at, nor did it only affect Ukrainian. I am definitely not qualified to rate these notes. However, no, maybe this note. While there is debate about the cause of the Holodomor, this tweet accurately reflects one primary perspective. Some scholars believe that the famine was planned by Joseph Stalin. Others believe that the man-made famine was a consequence of Soviet industrialization. And this tweet ordered food seizures aimed at starving. So, aimed at starving for what? Aimed at starving them. I would say this is a helpful note. This does provide important context and address. But the other note, I'm not qualified to do that. This one's generic enough. Well, that was very interesting. I'll be going. Alrighty. Well, I hope you enjoyed it. And whoever else is watching, I hope you enjoyed that. That was very interesting. I went into that one knowing nothing about the Holodomor 2, knowing quite a bit more now and knowing that it's not universally accepted as a genocide. Now, for whether or not it's a good reason that it's not accepted as a genocide by most people, that I'm not sure, but or by most nations, that I'm not sure, but definitely interesting. Very, very, very interesting. Yeah, I'm glad we were able to go down a rabbit hole there. I was wondering if we would dive into something, but yeah, yeah. Alrighty. Well, Zavza, I hope you have a good night, and to any other people's watching, whoever's in here, if you say goodnight in the chat, I will say goodnight to you as well. I'll end the stream in a minute here. Uh, hmm. Uber Eats is tempting me to get food. I think I will get food. All right, night, dude. Good night, everybody.